Hello and welcome to another episode from the Department of Deportation. Today we're going to be taking a look at a tragic case out of Florida where an illegal trucker took out an entire carload of 3 people by making an illegal U-turn. Let's take a look. And don't forget to like and share this video and follow our channel.
We do have new details after an undocumented migrant truck driver was charged with causing a crash that killed 3 people in Florida. The suspect was arrested over the weekend on 3 counts of vehicular homicide.
Singh was driving on Florida's turnpike last week when authorities say he attempted an illegal U-turn, blocking oncoming traffic. A minivan slammed into the trailer, killing 3 Florida residents inside. Following the wreck, investigators with the U.S. Department of Transportation gave Singh an English language proficiency test. According to a DOT press release, the driver failed the assessment, providing correct responses to just 2 of 12 verbal questions and only accurately identifying 1 of 4 highway traffic signs. Because Singh, who entered the U.S. from Mexico in 2018, is an asylum seeker from India, the DOT says Washington state violated federal guidelines by issuing him a full-term commercial driver's license in 2023. And they say New Mexico State Police appear to have failed to assess his English skills during a roadside inspection earlier this year. Additionally, the DOT says it's investigating whether California acted within federal guidelines when it issued Singh a limited term CDL in 2024.
So, if we examine this case closely, we will see that it exhibits the worst parts of the previous immigration policies, things that were coming from sanctuary states like California and from the Harris-Biden administration.
That trucker you were talking about is 28-year-old Harjinder Singh, an Indian national who crossed over to the U.S. through the Mexican border illegally. He was arrested 2 days later. This was back in 2018, but then was released to allow him to go through the courts because he was claiming that he was living in fear of returning back to his country of origin. He is expected to be returned to Florida later this week to face prosecution for state charges of vehicular homicide. Singh, who's being held without bail in San Joaquin County, California, appeared in court with an interpreter yesterday. He agreed to sign paperwork for his extradition, and Florida authorities must pick him up by August 27.
So, a couple things that we can take from those clips too. This guy needed an interpreter to be in court. He's been in this country for 7 years and was driving a semi-truck and was issued CDLs. How does somebody that needs an interpreter get any of those things? And let me get this straight. So you can't return and are claiming asylum from India. India, the home of Gandhi and worshipping cows. Let's take a look at these other clips from the Secretary of Transportation, the Duffmeister.
A broader theme, and you've covered the border a lot. You've talked about it. The last administration had a sick set of ideals about we want to let as many people from around the world into this country, and then we want to let them in and compete with American men and women in some great jobs that are family supporting and drive the wages down of those jobs, but also endanger Americans' lives while they'll do it, whether they're the southern border, whether they're cartel members, whether they're criminals, sexual predators, drug dealers, or truck drivers that come into this country. The last administration didn't give a damn about the safety and the well-being of the American people. And this is just one additional example of the lack of care they had for us. Let me tell you another issue, Charlie, that's also happening. Again, so we have neighbors to the north and neighbors to the south, right? So in Canada and Mexico, we allow, because a lot of products move between our countries, we'll allow a Canadian truck driver or a Mexican truck driver to drive into the U.S. to drop a load. And once they drop it, their visa allows them to turn right around and drive back to their country of origin, Canada or Mexico. What we find happening now is they'll actually pick up additional loads in violation of their visa, violation of what we allowed them to do in this country, and they'll make 2, 3, 4, 6 more stops in this country without authorization. Cabotage.
So, John Duffy bringing up some excellent points there. This is a guy who was taking American jobs and then was also taking American lives. Also, I had no idea that people being allowed in from Mexico and Canada who aren't actually living here, but are actually doing business. I had no idea that they were abusing the transport system like that. A couple final thoughts on this are, look at this guy's reaction. In every single picture at the crash scene, the video of the crash, this guy just appears to not care at all. He appears to give zero Fs that he just watched an SUV minivan demolish itself into his semi-truck. I am unsure of who his companion is. Is it another illegal immigrant truck driver who was also issued all kinds of CDLs and was allowed to live here? I'm not really sure, and I haven't seen any information on him. The news coming out from the story just simply won't stop. Even when I was about to make this video, out pops up information that they're revoking the business license of the trucking company that was responsible for hiring this guy. Well, that does it for this episode. Don't forget to like and share this video and follow our channel. And visit DepartmentofDeportation.com for all your channel merch.